Coach, thanks. CA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor at M&T Bank Stadium here in Baltimore, Maryland. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Baltimore Ravens. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Lucky 56.
Now a play fake here on first down. Down by the Bengal pressure. Carlos Dunlap. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. From the gun, it's Jackson. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Though he's seen some good pressure defensively already here in the first quarter, here's another good example.
And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long.
Detroit!
They go play action now. Jackson. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And a big 32-yard play on 3rd. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
Detroit! Gun!
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Dancing to his left. Finding room inside the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Jackson on 1st down. Looking for Crabtree, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darquez Dennard. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. Crabtree the target on that one. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Gun!
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati 1st down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, there'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Mixon with a first down carry. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Being chased out left. And he'll get it down here to the 43. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. To Mixon on the check down. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Now the Bengals will settle for 3 as the field goal unit comes on here. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Trying to get it to Willie Snead there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, they're slinging it. And then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown, out of his reach and incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. A first carry now for Alex Collins. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had the incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And this is going to be incomplete.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Now here's Ross. Oh, good move. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Bengals will take over here, 1st and 10. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they've got to make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Now back to throw. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Now it appears we're going to get whistles and a stop. A man down on the return. We'll check on his status when we get back. The Bengals bring out their punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Here we go now.
Now Jackson back into his end zone. This one complete to Devin Funchess. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big first down to get away from the end zone. So a little more space to work with here from the 13 on 1st and 10.
Patriot!
Here's a first down run with Collins. And he's going to be taken down right at about the 15-yard line. Big Geno Atkins there to bring him down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Here's Collins. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. Tackle made by Thomas Davis. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpire's got different responsibilities, but always making sure no one's holding.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Jackson from the shotgun. He's going to go deep for Funchess. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Ross on the return. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15, and the Bengals will take over in terrific field position. The Bengals getting set to go. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect it. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out.
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on third down. From the gun, Mitchell. Looking for his tight end, Eifert, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll begin the drive with Collins. Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. Brought down by the cornerback, William Jackson.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
No. Check. Patriot. Patriot.
On second down, here's Jackson. Caught left side by Funchess. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
No. Check. Patriot. Patriot. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Black 99 Philly. Here we go.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. It's caught by Funchess. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. First down, here's the run to Montgomery. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. And now it's first and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Bengals have recovered it. On after the sack, he's still down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Mitchell, following the fumble recovery, he'll throw. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go.
To throw is Mitchell. Throwing on 1st down. And an alley to run. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a 1st down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
3-19.
Mitchell now on 1st down. Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Weddle. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Now Flacco and the Raven offense come up 1st and 10 at their own 24. The drive starts with a run by Collins. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Flacco looking for his first toss. He's going to go deep for Funchess. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
He talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. This quarterback now 3 out of 5 since taking over as he's given his guys a first down. Here's a give to Mixon. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Set. Green, 39.
A handoff to Mixon. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39.
By the Baltimore defense to help bring up 4th down.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
Would have been a decently long field goal, 51 yards from here, but instead they're going to go for it. And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It will be a 51-yard attempt. Looking to throw. Mitchell. It would have been a long field goal. The fake doesn't work out. Well, that was a long attempt to begin with, so the fake you might have known was somewhat of a possibility. Credit to the defense, though. They weren't fooled.
You're right, they weren't fooled, and they were in a position of having to play it both ways. Guard for the fake, but you still want to rush the kicker because it was a makeable kick. So they ended up getting the best out of the whole thing. Stuffed the fake, and they take over the ball.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a give to Collins. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
On 2nd down, Collins. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
3rd down, Flacco from the gun. To the right side and complete to Hurst. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. They'll run it now out of the gun. Even with the good footwork, he'll be stopped just inside the 35-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
On 2nd down, Flacco to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Operating out of the gun, Flacco. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. So on 4th down, here's the Ravens Pro Bowl kicker Justin Tucker out onto the field. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And that will tie us at 3-3. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason.
All right, here we go.
Here's Mitchell on 1st and 10. He completes it to Boyd. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Watch him now, Barney.
2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We're back to Baltimore after this.
Detroit! Here we go now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Give him 3 yards and a... Fresh set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90.
Back to Mixon on 1st down. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Now the Bengals urging everybody to get back to the line of scrimmage. Back to throw. Mitchell dumps it off to Mixon. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there. First down now, but that clock rolling. Mitchell throwing on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And this is incomplete. Tyler Boyd, the former Pitt Panther, was the target. And now it's 2nd down. You got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide-open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. To throw is Mitchell, operating from the gun. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. Mitchell now throwing on 4th down. Alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game, because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Looking to throw. Mitchell. Man open right side. It's the tight end, Clay. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now Mitchell off the play fake. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
Detroit! Detroit!
Here's Mitchell. From the gun, he'll throw. Green's open, and he's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A.J. Green, as the first half is winding down, and the Bengals are in for 6.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. The extra point up and good. And the lead is now 10-3. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, Flacco. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. He was looking for Crabtree that time, and it's 2nd down. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Second and 10. Flacco once more. Caught left side to Crabtree. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. 23 yards on the play. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Mitchell on first down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 40. It's a gain of 7, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. To throw is Mitchell, operating from the gun. And he slings one that's incomplete. He was looking for Joe Mixon there out of the backfield. And it's 3rd and short. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun. Mitchell. He's got his man here. It's Green. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Mitchell now on 1st and 10. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. A good 1st down call as the screen play gets them 9.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Caught Eifert over the middle. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. And they just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. With the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now Mitchell from the gun, he'll throw. And this one's incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Here's Mitchell, operating from the gun. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals add on to their lead. Point after try forthcoming. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year. And our score will stay right where it is. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the 2nd half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the 2nd half?
Most of the time in the 1st half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the 2nd half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
They run with Collins, and he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Second down, Flacco now. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however, and let's see what that's about. On first, they go right back to Collins. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they've bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. A break from the ground game here. Flacco. And a hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Third down, Flacco needs a decent chunk of yardage. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
We just saw another example of really good defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have in this game. Got to him once again, knocked him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
Yeah, they've set the tone. It's one thing to set the tone, another to come in here on the road and set the tone. And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it online, but it comes up about a rotation short. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was the crossbar that said otherwise, and that'll deny him a shot at 3.
Good field position to start the drive after the missed field goal. Here's first down from the 42. Mitchell, off play action. And a diving grab. I think he got that, yes. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
And not all spectacular catches are the result of a pass that maybe was not thrown quite right. Sometimes it's thrown in the perfect spot, and you have to just go get it. And he did that right there.
No fear there in the middle of the field. Now a play fake here on first down. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
To throw is Mitchell. Looking to throw on second down. He drops it off for Bernard. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the gun, Mitchell. And he fires one incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me that option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Mitchell now. From the gun, he'll throw. And he's got his big tight end, Eifert, and it's a Bengal touchdown. Tyler Eifert with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
So now the Bengals offense will stay out there as they'll decide to go for 2. Now Mitchell operating from the gun. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
This is Collins on the handoff. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. And again, it's Collins. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try and run forward with Collins. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one 28 yards on the ground. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
To pass, Flacco. Funches with a catch over the middle. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. Flacco from the gun. That's complete right around the 8. And now running right through it. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 11 more yards that go around. A 1st down as well.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
Back now in Baltimore. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. trying to punch it in with Collins. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Alex Collins with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Ravens get a bit closer. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 24-10. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And out now, here come the Bengals. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to air it out deep for Green. They've got his man complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.